Well, it's not. I don't really care about the age. Like, obviously, 40 or 50 is
how
like,
you look.
Exactly. Right? Real talk, though.
You're right.
I'm not reading this.
The check-in.
Today we got the check-in. We got me, Moss. We got
KingsBob, B.O.B. Best of the best. Don't forget it. Bomb bomb.
Sikes the boy.
and we got our special guest. You know, from Time, brother,
G.
everything.
It's your boy $. She was popping.
If you don't know me now, boy, you sure to know me soon, nigga. Seeing all you want it on my chain make you jealous. Can't pronounce my t-shirt, but I know that it's expensive. Fly chick by my side, when she shops, she's so selective. With these diamonds in my ring, they can't help but compliment it. I stopped thinking falling down, now I think progressive. My OG told me feed the meals, makes sense to digest it. And dissect it, now they get the message. Paid attention, now everybody's so attentive.
Yo, I got a new single out right now. It's called Jealous. It's all on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Go cop that. My social media $ sheet all across the board. Check me out. 2020 will be a crazy year for me.
On a
Hey,
Monday.
all right. Yeah, so the check-in, like we said, very close friend to the check-in. Go check out the video for real. Jealous. It's
good.
It's on a wave still.
Real talk is good.
The man has some banging singles from back in the day. We wanted to keep it consistent though.
Yeah,
we want the music on a roll. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. This year.
Right? So you already know what it is. And what topic are we doing today?
Defense. How old is too old? How young is too young?
How old is too old? How young is too young? And I think we took this topic from the reference of the Love is Blind.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Love is Blind is going like mod right now.
I don't know
On
about that. I'm sure
Netflix?
that.
It's a hard show.
I
right
don't-
now. It's a hard show.
I watched pieces, and the pieces I watched are hilarious.
I won't lie. I've only seen the piece you're talking
Yeah.
about.
No,
Yeah,
the one with
pause.
the Carlton guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen. I've only.
I don't know names.
I've
like
only
that.
heard about this guy, and I've seen a couple clips. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny
yeah.
as hell.
So I think related to like how old is too old, how young is too young.
Yes.
Is Jessica and our
Mark.
man Mark, right?
Yeah.
So I think Mark is 24.
Mark is 24, 25, and I think
Yeah.
Jessica's 34.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like 10 years.
So
Yeah.
like 10 years difference.
Yeah.
Is that a mod thing or is that light?
Depends on what side of the board you're on, to be honest. Because I feel like as a guy, to speak to an older woman, you have no qualms with that. Like, well, it depends on how old. If what was her name? Jessica.
Jessica.
If Jessica was like 50, then it would be like, yo, what's this guy on,
is he
bro?
dealing
with?
Like, he
Yeah,
looking
too
for a
much.
sugar mama. What?
facts.
Like, when it's 34, 35, 24, 25, I feel like it won't be looked at as serious. Like, nobody would really care unless the man has like the face of a 15-year-old. Whereas like, you know, she's walking around with a man and say, oh, who's this? Your son?
Yeah.
You know,
So when it's a guy, it's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay. I just
it's not
feel
gonna
like
look frowned upon.
it's not as frowned upon. You know, yo, think about it as when you're kids, you always like older people, whether you're a guy or a girl, right? So you always like, you might like the camp counselor, you might like the teacher, you might like just maybe you have an older sibling that has friends and you like them. Like, you know, we always tend to like older people just because I guess we feel they're more mature in a sense, and they get. To younger people, older people always look like they got their shit together
Facts.
Yeah.
It's true.
from the outside,
It's true.
right?
It's true.
But as younger people, we are attracted to the maturity level of older people, right? So, yeah, based off that, I feel like that's what's happening. I'm not too like, I don't know about the show. I haven't watched it. I'll probably watch
You're missing
it
out, fam.
later.
You have to watch it.
I
I'm not gonna lie.
I keep hearing I'm missing out. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it's an eye
I'll
roll
have
thing.
to.
It's
I have to.
You
watch
just
it.
said you didn't watch the
Honestly,
show.
I
One
lied.
episode,
This guy-
like one or two.
Yo, I don't listen to this guy. This guy said Avengers was crap. Like it was no, it was no. Sorry. Wait. Sorry. I take that back. I apologize.
Yeah.
He said Marvel.
They
He said nah.
Which
it
one?
was,
Marvel.
You said Shotas
Captain
was
Marvel.
whack still.
Yeah.
You said Shotas was
Nah,
whack.
that movie was.
What did I say?
You
What?
said Shotas is whack still.
Whoa,
I never
you
said that.
Yeah, that's
I
mixed
never
up.
said
This
that.
guy's
Legendary movie. You can't be
This
saying
guy
that.
lied.
All right, we're
But
digressing still.
yeah.
Okay,
So-
okay, back to the back topic. This guy's wild.
Here's my thing with how old is too young, how young is too old. If it's a man dating an older woman, 80% of the time it won't work. Just because women mature faster, That's what they say. Women
Yeah.
mature faster.
I was just about to say.
But as soon as, from my experience, as soon as like a woman looks at a guy who's younger, she automatically thinks immature, right?
fact.
Yes, it's very true.
And it depends on your situation, your status as well. Like for instance, like in the Love is Blind thing, the man's a personal trainer. Not knocking personal trainers, but the man wasn't making any guap at all, right? And she's making 6 figures. So she's already feeling insecure about it, and like there's no way that he can be the man in that relationship.
That's true.
But she's bringing home the bread.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
I know the bread.
I
The man's
feel like
They said he
young.
wasn't
Like-
making bread. They said he wasn't making bread in the show.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's
He
basically
said it
saying like,
himself, yeah.
I'm not at that point right now. I'm bringing like a lot of money in.
Okay.
I think like when it comes to that, that's a whole different ball game, because I mean, think about it. If I'm bringing in 6 figures, can I really look at my partner and say, yo, like, what are you gonna bring?
But it's
If
like
I'm
that,
already
though.
making. I know it's.
But
like
I'm
that.
saying
It's like
it just
that, the
contributes to the
construct,
fact that she, in her mind, has a preconceived notion that this guy's immature.
because he doesn't make guap. Like he's
Well,
not. Well,
she's
he's not
already
on
thinking that,
because
right?
he's younger.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Does he
So-
look younger? Does he?
Not
look
really. He
older?
doesn't really look.
Was
younger.
it that guy?
Yeah, this guy, he's not
But
I
that
can't really tell off of that.
No, he
I don't
does.
know.
He doesn't look that young.
No.
Realistically, he looks like he could be like anywhere from like 25 to like 32.
And I don't want to. I mean, like,
She was just making an excuse because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she wanted the next man.
Yeah.
So she
wanted
kept
another guy.
bringing it back up like, oh, you're your age, or yo, your family's not gonna accept me. Even when the family accepted the man,
Yeah.
I would expected her accepted her. Like still no, still didn't want to talk to them.
so she's trying to make excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
To me, she looks like, and I don't want to knock anybody. I'm not trying to say anything negative, but she looks like an old her age,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
She looks like an old 34.
Yeah. She doesn't
right?
look young for her age. She doesn't
So
look- yeah.
like to them, when like you see them together, like it doesn't
click.
it's not cohesive,
Yeah.
right? In any way.
I feel like realistically, it's like this is like a one-off because she came on a show. But most of the time, if like just say a 34-year-old is talking to like a 25-year-old, that means it's one of those things where she can't find anybody her age that wants to talk to her, or it's like they have kids and stuff like that, or like one of those scenarios. Sometimes
So you're basically saying she gets trapped into the situation.
not trapped, but she's opening up her eyes to other situations. What's That's
a sticky statement,
you know what I mean? No, not always, but I'm saying in most scenarios. Like if someone's willing to talk to someone 10 years younger, it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For guys, it's not. I don't think guys like a 34-year-old guy doesn't mind talking to a 25-year-old woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like for us, we kind of date. We don't mind dating a little bit younger or older. It doesn't matter. But I feel like for a woman, they usually date their age or like around that. They don't date 10 years younger. It doesn't happen.
I mean,
rarely.
The older women get, the more they know what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in terms of that, maybe she actually.
This was a blind
screw
date
this
though.
show.
Yeah.
Screw this show.
Yeah.
In terms of that, like if an older woman's preening a younger guy,
Yeah.
more times she knows she likes younger guys. She knows what she's going into.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when a older guy's preening a younger girl, it's just a wing. Like as guys, we generally just like we have standards. We know what we like, but it's not specific things. Women have specific things they like. Okay, yeah, this, and this, that. Okay, his hair has to be this long. He has to be this tall. He has to, like as a man, you'll be like, yo, she's too tall or she's too short.
Yeah.
You don't have
It's
like,
not-
yo,
it's
nah,
not.
she has to be between 5'5" and 5'7". We don't do that.
Okay.
right?
Like not too much specific.
So a question is that too old? Is that too old? Like that situation, if you're looking at it from the outside.
Let's pose that for
For me,
Yeah, like
For me, it's
yeah, for you.
35 too old.
let me
We'll
pose
say
that for
from
dollar
25?
sign still.
Okay.
Let me pose
I'll
that
say
for dollar
yeah,
sign.
yeah, yeah. Let's go
Dollar
dollar
sign.
sign.
when I used
10
to
years older.
That's too old.
That's too old for you?
That's way too old.
Okay, so
Anywhere from like 5 to 4 years, that's like okay. Yeah, 5 years is like a good, like
a good cutoff?
Yeah, a good
So you're
cutoff.
talking so 5 years older, 5 years younger? Or it doesn't matter younger?
I mean, like it depends. Like if a guy is older,
Yeah.
he's talking to the girl.
I'm saying for you.
You.
For you.
Oh, for
personally.
me.
For you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can talk to like an older girl.
Yeah.
She can't be more than like 2-3 years older.
2-3 years?
2-3 years?
2-3 is
So
okay.
you like the little young things then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We gotta go.
So you like
Little,
younger.
not
Okay.
too young, but like
But
Yeah,
we're
we're
not-
not, we're not trying to.
Yeah, we don't promote
We don't
that
play
over
that
here.
stuff.
eh?
not at all.
Don't- Yo, the man better relax with that. Eh?
Okay, so King will ask you.
Older's fine with me. Younger's fine. I don't care. To be honest, like it doesn't bother me too much.
So the age doesn't matter.
No, my thing is my connection with that person and how I feel. about them.
You're sounding like
So-
my
so-
boy
so-
from the shows.
Alright? So does like how much that like the girl make, does that like affect your decision? If the girl makes more money than you, she's like 2-3 years younger than you.
No, the only thing, because whether a girl is, I guess, older than me or younger than me, is how established you are at the end of the day, right? Because if their goals align with what your goals are going to be, then that's fine, right?
sense.
And at the end of the day, you can help someone or work with them towards a certain goal. But like, if I'm like dragging you type thing, and like I'm putting down all the work, like in this society, like,
Yeah, it's
nah,
a
man,
I
move.
can't go on, I can't go on
I'm
still.
not with that, right? So the age to me doesn't matter as long as our mindset are the same. But at the same time, if someone's like, 20 years older than me, it gets a little sticky, right? Because I'm a man, at the end of the day, I'm very shallow too,
Yeah.
right? I say that proudly.
Everybody's
So
shallow.
if
True,
I'm not
true, to some
attracted to you
extent.
physically,
Yeah.
it's not going. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you.
What about you, Moss?
Well, it depends because realistically, like age doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, like in that scenario with the Mark and Jessica girl, like Jessica looks a lot older. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not so much her age, but her look doesn't look young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not. I don't really care about the age. Like obviously, 40 or 50
Is
is
how
like,
old you look.
Exactly. I like real talk though.
You're right, because if he was 25 and she was 25 looking 40,
Yeah.
it would be a problem.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The age doesn't matter. But it's like so.
But-
for-
But like, does the age matter? Like, say you're trying to have like kids and she's at a certain age, Like,
well, that
like,
matters a
I'm
little
saying,
bit.
like,
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you're trying to have kids, and if somebody's just say you're like she's 34 and he's 25, if he wants to have kids right away, then it works because she's in that area where she can still have kids. But once she's 37 and he's like 28, then it kind of falls in the area where she can't.
And
have
I think
kids.
that conversation point is mute because
Why?
from a financial standpoint, they would be fine. Like, beer people are dropping you
For
to
the
like
finance
18,
or with
right?
the youth, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that whole kids thing, like if you want kids, you want kids. If you don't,
We're talking
want
about for
kids,
them, right?
yeah,
For them, yeah.
Yeah. She makes 6 figures, like just
Even if she didn't, it'll be
still
fine.
blessed, yeah.
like.
Yeah,
But
this.
she would
still
still
live,
want
man.
the kids if she does want them. She knows she has to have like if she loves the guy, then it's gonna.
She looks tired as hell. She don't look like she wants you.
What is too young?
What is too young?
I give it like for like, what are we talking
For
about?
you? For you,
What are we
is too
talking
young?
about in
But he's
terms of
talking
too
about
young though?
marriage or,
Like, are we talking about like
A woman.
being together? Like, bro, you can't just say what is too young. A woman
He's talking
Not
about
for like a one night thing, but
Like
like,
dating
for
and
like
stuff.
dating,
dating.
being serious
I'm
about,
serious
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
5 years. 5 years.
Once
All
again,
around
it's-
the board.
It's not so much
All around the
age,
board.
but
Once,
it can't
once,
be like
no.
no, like
No.
obviously not no
Once
like
I-
18 or
once I
something
hit-
stupid like
Yeah,
that.
it's
None of
Once
that
I
stuff.
hit
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
once I hit like 25, I realized like, yo, bro, like, you hit like 19, 18, 19, 20, 21. You really feel, okay, I could drink. I could go to the club now. Fam, once I hit 25, I realized like, yo, I was a youth, Like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yo, this is like I look back at some old messages, I'm messaging things, and like I'm like, what kind of idiot thing is
You're young,
like?
bro, you're
I was
young.
and when you're at that age, you think you're older.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're like, I'm
100%.
the most mature, and but then when you get more mature and you kind of evolve, that's when you're like, yo, nah. That's why I say 5 years, like, and not 5 years in terms of like. Let's say I'm 20, I'm talking to a 15-year-old. I mean, like, once you hit a certain maturity level,
course.
like, once you hit 25, I feel like 5 years is standard, the lowest you could go. And that's still too low if you're 25 and she's 20. Even though they say, like, women mature
We're
faster
talking
than
about like 30 and 25,
men. Like,
35
30,
and
25,
30.
it's reasonable because,
Yeah.
okay, now we have a real, or you should by then have, like, a taste of life and really, even though you're still growing, you kind of have an understanding of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, 5 years for me.
5 years?
For me, it's like 3 to 4 years is like good.
Younger?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good age. It's a good comfort zone.
But she can't be older than you.
No, he's
Like,
two.
yeah, she
said
could be
like
older
two-
than me.
2 or 3.
Like 2-3 years.
Oh,
older
okay,
than me.
2 years. Okay, okay.
Because I feel like there's starts with like I don't know, like I feel like if she's any older, like she's not gonna respect it. It's like that feeling like yo,
Yeah.
son, you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you can't have that. You know what I mean?
Didn't I tell you to come do this?
Excuse
I'll
me?
fight somebody.
Yeah.
Yo. I'll fight somebody.
What'd you say?
Yeah, yo.
She's gonna treat you like she's your mother or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Didn't I tell
Yo,
True facts.
babes,
Calm down.
relax.
All right. Well, how old is too old? How young is too young? It's a check-in. Let us know what you think, how you feel. Comment in the video, and
And
let
don't
us know.
come comment if you guys are gonna come comment some wildness. Yeah, this is a pretty touchy subject. So if you're into that, keep that off the page.
I want to hear the wildness.
Kids are
I'm
doing
interested in what you want to say.
Run up the comments.
Tune into the check-in. Like, comment, subscribe.